Hi there, it's our final day at Gamescom 2012, but we've still been running around grabbing interviews with all the exciting games on the show floor.
Hitman has always had a competitive edge. In Absolution, we're giving you the opportunity to prove yourself, to challenge your friends, challenge the world, and even make custom hits yourself.
Well, Contracts mode basically enables the player to select any character in the entire game as a hit on their own and send that as a hit to their friends, basically. If you find a guy that's standing in the middle of the crowd and he doesn't budge, and you can manage to pull him out of the crowd and kill him without anyone noticing and make that as a contract, that's a very interesting contract for people to get. It's like, how did he do that? You know, and you can spend hours just trying to figure out, did he use a distraction? Did it use a disguise? Using your imagination to find out. It's kind of a reverse murder mystery, you can say. You know the end result, but you don't know how to get there, and you have to find out by yourself how to do it, and you have to be creative about it.
Tell me about the wildlife, because you've got some pretty hostile stuff in there.
Yeah, it's interesting. We're seeing people start to understand that they can use the wildlife. What Voss is doing, if you look and you look at those outposts, he's actually capturing some of the wildlife. And what's interesting is that you pull up on an outpost and you're kind of using the jungle as a weapon and you're hiding in it. Maybe you got your sniper rifle out, a bow, and then you realize that you hear a big cat behind you and you're being hunted. But wait a second, if you could start a fire, you can drive the cat towards the outpost. If you've got water buffalo around, you can shoot them and cause a mini stampede into the outpost. If you can get to the bear or you can get to the panther, you can basically have them unleashed during the outpost and take out guys. When people start to transition from, I'm alone in the jungle, I'm alone in the woods, I feel scared to, I can use it as a weapon, a world of opportunities open up for them.
We got some party crashers.
Okay, so this ReNet online service, what it'll do is it'll interact with your game. So all your gameplay data will be uploaded to this server, and you'll be able to compare your stats with the stats of your friends and other players around the world. Also, through ReNet, we'll be able to hold online events that will relate to the game that you'll be able to compete against other players for. So we're going to have different challenges and different ways for players to interact with each other through ReNet.
Yeah, there's been tons of really cool stuff that we've seen. Jane, what have you seen that's really impressed you this week?
I think Dishonored, actually, which I saw on the first day, so it hasn't changed since that day. But Harvey Smith was excellent, and the demo is making the game, my most wanted at the moment.
Yeah, how about you, Mike? What do you see?
I think my highlight was Far Cry 3. It was kind of, the open world stuff was the final piece of the puzzle. You know, I knew it was going to have a kind of strong single player element. I knew about the co-op, you know, and I think that just realising that the whole world is full of other things to do, like hang gliders to whiz around in and wildlife to be mauled by, that's now sort of really jumped up my list of ones to watch.
Yeah, that was awesome. And this week was the first time I'd seen the Assassin's Creed 3 naval combat. I hadn't seen any of that before, not even the trailers. So that was all new to me, and it was awesome. Really cool, like kind of Master and Commander style broadside combat, and it takes into account the waves and the Beaufort scale. You're firing cannonballs and chain shots and flaming cannonballs. I love that. That looked awesome. And so, I mean, that again, like James saying, is catapulted right to the top of my most wanted list. But it's been a great show. Even the devs we've been talking to have been having a great time as well.
It's always a cool place to see people who love, coming and being able to see the games and not just be, in the trade, but are, having people who love games and be able to come and get their hands on them. I think it's just always nice to have these kind of conventions.
I don't know. I just hope I get a few surprises. I don't know what new games have been announced yet or anything like that. So I just want to do the rounds, and I love that. I love that on show floors and getting surprised as you're walking around.
There's a lot of stuff that I want to see. If I had one game that I want to see, I think, let me think about it and get back to you. I'm just happy we're here. I'm happy that Far Cry's had a chance for everybody to see it. I'm happy that we're playing it and that people are loving it. And I think next for me, I'm going to go over and check out AC, because it's damn good.
Actually, this is my first Gamescom, so I'm just overwhelmed by it all. It's really big, and I just want to see as much as I can. If I have time, I really just want to get out and see all the other booths, see how the companies display their products and just how they're showing it off. And also, with that, I also got to say, I just like being in Cologne itself. The weather's great here. It's just a nice atmosphere. I like being here.
So that was outside Xbox's first ever Gamescom. Thanks so much for joining us. Stay tuned over the weekend and into next week for more from the show.
Bye.
Bye.